Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas with your family and friends or whatever. And I'm back because I found some more Bible story posters to share with you. The ones that I did earlier were from the New Testament, and they really dealt with the Christmas story, and I wanted to share that with you first. The ones I have now are the Old Testament stories. I have 5 that are from the winter quarter materials that you have now, and then I have 3 from the spring quarter materials that I would like to share with you. All right, here we go. The first one is called Deborah. It's found in Judges chapters 4 and 5. Today's Bible story is from the book of Judges. It tells about a time when the people of Israel lived in the promised land, the land of Canaan. After many years, they forgot about God and his love for them. But God didn't forget about them because he loved them so much. He didn't want that to happen. So he punished them. Usually, when someone punishes us, we don't like it, and we think it's bad. But something good can always happen. When we are punished for something, we may change. This is what happened to the people of Israel. God wanted them to stop doing evil things. He wanted them to trust him in all things. Since the people of Israel had forgotten about him, God sent Jabin, a mean king, to rule over them and to make their lives miserable. God's plan worked, but not very quickly. The people were miserable. Finally, when nothing else worked, they cried out to God, "Please help us, Lord. For 20 years we've longed to be free." God listened to their prayers. He told Deborah about his plan. She was part of the way God helped Deborah. Deborah was a judge who listened to people's problems. While she sat by her palm tree, she settled disputes, quarrels, and arguments. She worked for peace. God spoke to her. He told her to give Barak, a leader of the army, a special message. This picture shows Deborah talking to Barak. She said, "God is commanding you to take all your men to Mount Tabor. There he will give you a victory over Jabin, the king, and his 900 chariots." Barak hesitated and asked Deborah, "Will you come with me?" Deborah agreed to go with Barak. They went to Mount Tabor with 10,000 men. When the leader of Jabin's army, Sisera, heard where the Israelite army men were going, he led his huge army of 900 chariots to the nearby valley along the Kishon River. Even though Deborah saw Sisera's large army, she trusted God. She said, "Barak, let's go. Today is the day. The Lord's with us. God has heard our prayer." What happened next was just as Deborah had said. God went ahead of them. Barak charged down the mountain. God threw the enemy into a panic. Barak's army killed Sisera's men. The battle showed God's power. King Jabin's mighty army was defeated by a smaller army. It took a long time for the people to plead, "Deliver us, Lord." But God forgave their sins, defeated their enemies, and gave them a better life. God sent Deborah to be a fair judge and a leader who would tell others how he would rescue the people of Israel. God asked Barak to lead the army to free the people. Jesus loves us. He sets us free from sin. He defeats our enemies, and He gives us a better life. When we ask for help, God hears our cries. There is a Bible verse that says, "Call upon me, and I will deliver you." And that's exactly what the Israelites did. They called upon God, and He did deliver them. And we can say that today, too. So, I hope you enjoyed our story. It was an interesting story, I think, about how God can help with other people, through other people, to rescue them in times of need. Well, until our next story, have a good day and stay close to God in prayer. Until then, bye.